6 meters by midday today. This is the same level during the floods of 2011. It could spell disaster for communities living downstream. The water levels of the Orange River are increasing as water is being released from full dams upstream. Flooding has also caused widespread damage to various roads leading to Upington last week. For more on this, let's now bring in our reporter Ulrich Hendricks. A very good afternoon to you, Ulrich. Tell us what's happening.
Hi Nzinga, good afternoon and welcome to Upington, Northern Cape. Of course, the entire Orange River system is currently full, bursting at its banks from as far as the confluence of the Vaal River, the Vaal and the Orange River near Douglas in the Northern Cape. When we passed this morning, they were actually making waves like in the ocean. That's how strong that river was flowing from there. Of course, the Department of Water Affairs said that at that point it was flowing at 2,000 cubic meters per second. That's about 2,000 liters of water per second flowing down this river. Of course, here at Upington we're looking at about 1,300 cubic meters per second. That's about 1.3 million liters of water passing through this river per second. Of course, they're predicting that this swell could increase up to about 6 meters. That is what the level was in 2011, when of course this area right here was actually flooded. This road that we're standing on and that footbridge over there was of course flooded, so about 6 meters. So that will mean devastation for the communities living downstream. Of course, those properties over there as well. Lots of properties along the river here at Upington. So once that it reaches up to 6 meters, which is predicted within the next few days, the communities living downstream from here could be really hard hit. We spoke to farmers earlier on who said once it reaches above 4 meters, which it is about now, so once it just goes above, a little bit above that, that's already a danger zone for farmers, many of whom the grape farmers will start harvesting within the next week or so. So that could prove disastrous for them. Of course, also communities living there. But to talk to them about what happens now and once it reaches there, we've got Patrick Williams. He speaks on behalf of the David Kruger municipality. Patrick, once the level reaches 6 meters, what sort of action kicks in from the municipality side?
We have already started by predicting that the water levels might rise. A couple of weeks ago, we started to have our contingency plan in place so that if the water rises, the farmers and the communities, residential property alongside the banks of the Orange River, we are going to evacuate them and assist them in terms of evacuation. We also had an information campaign informing them that what to do in case the water level rises as predicted, so that by the time when the water level rises, they know exactly what to do in terms of taking off some of their property that's close to the river, evacuating some of their houses, if in case the water rises up to a level where it poses a danger to either property and lives.
And in terms of evacuation, the plan that you are talking about, how fast can the municipality actually get that to kick in?
Our disaster management team consists of a number of role players, which is the municipality itself, our disaster management team, which is the SABC. We've roped them in. We've got a multi-stakeholder team that's working on in case there is a need for evacuation or an emergency as a result of the water levels that are rising. So in terms of the fastness, yes, we are ready. They are on some kind of in case something happens, they'll be available. They'll be immediately available to evacuate the community along the river and also to provide the necessary assistance.
Talk to us about the devastation the floods brought back in 2011.
Alongside the river, as you have already indicated earlier, there's vegetation. There's also some species inside the river. As you know, that once the water level rises or if there's a flood, it poses a danger, and the species within the water itself, they die. And also we've got grape farmers alongside the river that are dependent on the river as a form of irrigation. So their farms obviously were destroyed in the process, and some of them have some of their property destroyed in the process. We don't hope that will happen now again compared to what happened on a previous occasion. As you're saying, that the water level is not at the moment, as we are standing on the Orange River, it doesn't pose a serious threat to the lives and property. But in case that happens, as I indicated, that we have our team ready to come and evacuate and to provide the necessary assistance.
Thank you very much. That's Patrick Williams. He speaks on behalf of the David Kruger municipality, of course, located here at Upington, Northern Cape. Of course, like you said, they are ready and able to, once the water levels rise to around 6 meters and flooding starts occurring, that they are ready to start evacuating people from their homes and to minimize the impact of the huge volumes of water here on the Orange River on the people. Nzinga?
Ulrich Hendricks, thanks for that update coming out of the Northern Cape.